Right, so in today's video I got another 24-hour challenge for you guys. My last one went pretty good to say the least, but you gotta watch the video to see the results of that challenge because my god, it was down to the wire. Assassin's Creed Revelations Platinum Trophy is said to take a staggering 35 hours to obtain. So before we jump right into the worst story of the Ezio trilogy, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new because I got plenty more platinum videos lined up for your faces. Let's get into this. Desmond wakes up on Animus Island clearly tripped out of his mind, but we're going to loop back to that stupid ass plotline later on. In this instance of Assassin's Creed, we are playing as Ezio, but as an OAP. Yeah, this dude is old. Don't worry though, he still moves like he's in his 20s, which is one gripe I have with this game, but admittedly, if the game was playing like he was in his 50s, it would be a little bit dull with less movement. So we're doing some stealthy assassinations to get out of this village. Upon leaving, I wrap up sequence 1 and get my first trophy of the game. Arriving now into the main location of this game, I meet Yusuf and he's going to introduce us to the assassin's cult of this area and give us some new tools for my arsenal. This hook blade is probably the coolest thing in the game as it does make the movement that little bit faster. But that is just about the only positive thing I have to say on this game as far as innovation goes. Speaking of innovation, the devs decided to add this tower defense styled minigame, which was honestly straight ass. But I did get a trophy for a perfect den defense without using a cannon. I then get introduced to the game's version of the Borgia Towers, and that concludes sequence 2 and wraps up my third trophy of the game. I meet this woman called Sophia, who is going to be Ezio's love interest in this game, as she gives us the location of the 6 Mashiaf keys, which we will eventually use to open up a secret vault. This game is very repetitive in the sense that I go see some titties, explore a tomb, get a key, and then assassinate some people. Are you with me? Very early on in the game, you get the chance to train your assassins once again, and trust me, you are going to want to get this done as soon as possible. You build a lot of money from this, and there are some relating trophies. In most sequences, we'll get to experience some Altair missions, which all ties into the ending of the game. This breakup of gameplay was actually quite nice, to be honest. But after assassinating this poor dude, I get a double whammy of trophies here, one for getting the rank of master, and then the other one for completing DNA sequence 3. I wanted to go down a new career path here and try out my music career, and this was going really well. There was only a couple of assassinations during my time as a music artist. This is kind of where the story kicks in, and we help this guy Solomon save his family from evil, and not gonna lie, the plot for this was kind of dead, so I'll gloss over most of it. I loop back round to Sophia before yet again going into the tomb and getting myself another key. Then it was time for another Altair mission. You see where we're going in this loop between the sequences now? But that obviously ends off another sequence giving us another trophy. Since I just unlocked it, I figured I'd start out the Desmond segments, and Jesus Christ, these were so bad I don't even want to go over these, but I will for the sake of the video. I don't know what the devs were thinking. I understand the point of trying to make Subject 16 and Desmond and the Animus have more of a plot, but my god, was the gameplay so dead. They could have done it another way. At least I got a trophy for it. I tell you what though, I was having so much fun, I decided to do the next Desmond segment. And then the fun didn't even stop there. I did another one and got the third segment done as well. By putting up with those missions, I decided to take my anger out on this random guy, and funnily enough, I got a trophy for beating him up. And then with killing more people, I end up assassinating 50 guards with my hidden blade. I'm not going to talk about that one of these missions took me about 30 minutes to do one memory, but you know, I'll pay for it when that 24 hours is up. While doing some random ass side mission, I got a trophy for my assassins controlling all of the cities, which again, if you're trying to speedrun this, you got to focus those assassins. You ain't going to believe this when I tell you. I met up with Sophia again, and then I went through another tomb, and then, yep, you're right, I had another Altair mission. Then that concludes sequence 5. This game is so entertaining, I love it. Templar presence remains really high in the game now and across the city, so I had to take out some high up people within the Templar order. As you could have guessed, I got another tomb to go through and then to get another Mashiaf key, which was shortly followed by an Altair mission. Then even with Ezio in his 50s, he still manages to wipe out a whole armada of boats, and that wraps up sequence 6. I was getting withdrawal symptoms here as I was missing the Desmond sequences, so I went and did that and got another trophy. Thank god I only have one more after this. In sequence 7, I finally get to see a new location of this game, and it is a hidden city within a cave. We don't get to spend too much time here though, as we're pretty much coming to the end of the story now, but it is quite cool. This sequence did however have a memory which was full of complete BS. The optional objective here was to not get hit, and I genuinely spent like 20 minutes on this dumbass mission. What do I do when I've been fucking grabbed? The counter grab's not quick enough. The game fucking starts a fight and doesn't pull out a weapon. I can't be arsed, bro. This game is absolute dog shit. I don't know why I'm fucking playing it. I just want to complete this shitty trilogy. Actually, I say shit. AC2 and Brotherhood were good. I had some bullshit 100% syncs. And this game is just like, it's not the one. Like, look, he can't fucking climb. Why, bro? Hit every single button right. That was so close. Oh my god. Like, what is this animation? I don't want to see that every time. I've seen it like 100 times now. Right, I need to draw my weapon and lock onto him because the game's not going to do any of that for me. I actually couldn't draw my weapon quick enough. Okay, I get grabbed. I can't do two things at once. Like, what the fuck? Right, I've got to be ready to counter immediately. I honestly think if I die to this guy again, I might give up on the plat. Well, not die, but take damage from him. Because, like, he attacks so quick. I don't know what I'm meant to do. Like, I actually might give up on this platinum. Genuinely might give up. It puts you into the fight not locked onto him, so you can't put your guard up. It also makes it so your weapon is not even up. So I've got to draw my weapon and lock onto him quicker than he can attack, which is less than a second. Like, I don't know what I'm meant to do in that situation, to be honest. Right, I'm going to try again. Pull out my weapon and lock. Oh my god, I did it. Yeah, fuck you. Right, why am I talking to him now after I just shot him in the head? I don't even want to listen to this shit, man. This game is dog. Safe to say, I was rattled, but I did get the job done and I got my Mastiaf key. Despite not being able to sprint in this Altair mission, it was better than the last mission, which was goddamn awful. Then I ended this sequence. Old boss, new boss. Is that for completing DNA sequence 7? Alright, well, while this cutscene plays, I think the plan is now, I don't want to lock myself out of, like, completing the story. I still want to free roam and stuff. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity now to go basically clean up the entire game. So all of the side content, the collectibles, the DLC, everything. Then start sequence 8 and then finish off sequence 9, which should complete the story, as I want the platinum to pop when the credits roll. It's usually how I like to get my platinums done. I still want to get this game done in under 24 hours. I think I'm at about 8 right now. I know I'm definitely behind. I'm playing so slow. I just wasted 40 minutes on a mission. We got this. Let's go clean up. Let's go clean up. First on the list of cleanup here was to become a pyromaniac by completing all of the bomb missions. This cleanup was very similar to the other games with collectibles, challenges, and other miscellaneous things. Like becoming a spider assassin for climbing this big ass building really fast. Then I wanted to get all of the memoir pages done since there was a good armor set behind this. This is kind of similar to the layers in Brotherhood, but I had to go through this tomb and I got my armor set alongside the trophy for it. This was shortly followed by some easy combat trophies. Now the next trophy is for getting 7 assassins to the rank of master. This trophy you will want to focus on as early as possible since it is probably the second biggest grind in the entire game. So focus that one when you can. Then it was on to some more miscellaneous trophies. I'm coming in hot. I believe as soon as I touch the water, I should get a trophy here. Not really too sure. I think I remember doing this one before. Touch water trophy. Almost flying. Parachute directly from the top of the Galata Tower to the Golden Horn. I'm gonna completely skip over the last Desmond segment, as I'm sure you don't want to watch me play Tetris. At least it was the final one and it was over. Back into the main map now. I did manage to tick off another big grind here. Hey, silent but deadly. Kill 3 guards simultaneous with only throw knives. Hey, capped. Collect all animus data fragments. That was a big long grind to do. I think that probably took me around an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'm trying to get this platinum done in under 24 hours. Oh my god, these are going to be expensive. Then it was completing the faction challenges from a single faction. And my god, am I glad it was only one and not all of them. Otherwise, this platinum trophy would have been completely different. My AI girlfriend is going to be happy now that I have fast fingers.
What did he say?
Then a really weird trophy here for making a guard kill 3 civilians. A little bit random, but whatever. Right, so my last trophies in the base game were tax evasion and sage. The tax evasion trophy is pure RNG. You have to get this idiot to spawn near a bank and then kill him and steal your money back. Doesn't sound too bad, right? Well, this guy took 3 hours to spawn, which was horrendous. However, I needed to wait that long anyway to build up the cash for the next trophy. So just enjoy my reaction to this one because my god was I worried about that timer. Oh my god, he's here, he's here. Look at the minimap, look at the minimap, boys. No. Come here. Oh my god, this is it, this is it, this is it. And I'm on 220k. Oh my god, I see him. I see him. Come here. I think I just kill him. Yes! Tax evasion, get your money back from a Templar tax collector. That took me 3 hours. 3 hours. Or at least 3 hours. Hold on, what? Let's check my stats. Oh my god. Yeah, I reckon around 3 hours of that time was just AFK. I just had to check if I was still recording then. Oh, buddy. So now I think I can go finish up, get the money, go to the other, like the hidden city thing, go buy the books, and then it's the DLC, which shouldn't take more than 8 hours. It shouldn't take more than 8 hours. There's no way. I reckon like 2 hours. Am I going to do this in under 20? We're on for a roll. Let's go. I should be able to get my last trophy now of the base game other than the story. I'm gonna lose my mind. I've heard it's buggy. I didn't want to experience bug. There we go. Just back out the game and collect all the books. Right, okay, we got that one. That was a bit ropey. Oh, I needed to back out anyway because I'm gonna go do the Lost Archive, which I believe is the worst DLC out of any video game ever. So I don't even think I'm gonna talk over this that much. I agree with Past Me there. I will talk over this dumbass DLC just a little bit though. This is easily the worst piece of gaming content I have touched in the last decade, and I platinumed Peppa Pig a few months back. It's this weird first-person block puzzle parkour thing where you play as Subject 16. It feels a bit like Ubisoft shat in a blender and served it up to us as chocolate milkshake. The gameplay is pure ass, and I genuinely feel sorry for anyone that spent their hard-earned cash on this DLC. It was a complete waste of time. So here are all of the trophies, as no one wants to watch me play through this. There we go. Impress Warwick Vidic by completing the Animus training sequence without dying. As you can tell, I'm very much out of the map. I did glitch my way through. I'm probably gonna die here. I'm just gonna play it very safe. I said very safe. Oh, I'm so out here. I'm so clean. Yep. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Yep. Put that there. And now I'm going to go up and I'm going to get closer. Yeah, just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Boom. Fuck yeah. I got balls. I shouldn't have had... Oh my... Now, I'm going to cross the river, and I'm going to get a trophy, and I'm never, ever touching this DLC again in my entire life. Let's go! Cross sticks without dying. Thank the Lord. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that should be pretty much everything done. 46. Yep. Finally, I can return to the main game. I'm never, ever touching this DLC ever in my life again. And I'm probably never going to touch this game again. I'll be honest, I'm not having the best time. I thought this game was way more fun than it is. Now we got to roll back in. I want to see the hours. I've been recording for an hour and 51. The first 10 minutes of this little session was probably just getting the previous trophies that are in base game. So it took me about an hour and a half to an hour and 40. I'm just going to say 2 hours to stay clean, meaning I need to get the rest of the story done before 22 hours in order to do this challenge. I'm way ahead of time. Unless I've missed anything, like a synchronization somewhere, I think we're golden. I don't think it's going to take 6 hours. Right, now jumping back into the main story, we find Yusuf dead and we bring the assassins back together to avenge him. Not only is he dead, but Sophia has also been captured, so everything is going wrong in this finale, but I trade the Masyaf keys for Sophia. Just like the love story this game is, Sophia and I travel off into the distance to wrap up sequence 8. We also managed to snag those Masyaf keys again. Where did we travel off to? Well, we traveled off to Masyaf, and this is where the story starts coming to an end. Remember all of those Altair missions that I played? Well, they basically led to where Altair hides the Apple of Eden and the secrets of the Creed. So with all of the knowledge that we have gained throughout the game, we enter this library to see Altair himself as a corpse, which was kind of cool to see, to be honest, as I never thought we'd see Ezio and Altair in the same room. Admittedly, he is dead, but you know what I mean. As much as I do give this game a decent amount of grief, they do a decent job of ending off both Altair's and Ezio's story here. The game gave me this trophy a little bit prematurely, but I got 100% on all syncs done. So now while Desmond has a moment here with the ancient civilization, I'm pretty much going to end off this voiceover. So be sure to stick around for my raw thoughts and opinions on this game, as well as seeing how close I was to completing this challenge. If you did make it this far in the video though, please do drop a like on it and subscribe if you are new. It really does help the channel out more than you can imagine. Also drop a comment what you think I should platinum in under 24 hours next. I'm kind of thinking The Last of Us Part 1, but I'll see you guys in the next video anyway, and enjoy this platinum trophy. It was a decent one. It was decent. Revelations. Here we go. We got the platinum. You know, I give this game... There we go. The Conqueror. Assassin's Creed Revelations platinum trophy obtained. This game was... I mean, it was my favorite thing in the world, I will be honest. It's my least favorite of the three. But I think it concludes Altair's and Ezio's story quite well. No, but I wanted to get this platinum trophy done in under 24 hours. Can I at least check my stats? General? No. No options. We'll find out after the credits are rolled if I've done this challenge in under 24 hours. A guide says it takes around 35 to 40 hours. I've been grinding. I wanted this done in under 24. But the game's alright. I mean, I like the movement in this game. I like the little hook that you get. Climbing is a little bit better. Parkour is still terrible. I don't think there's a video game out there with good parkour in it. This game was decent. That's all I want to say. I normally come off my platinums really enjoying the games, but this one was not disappointing, but it wasn't amazing. It was nothing special. I think it's great that it's part of the Ezio trilogy or the Ezio collection. So if you get that, buy that. It's on PSN Plus. You get 3 platinum trophies for the price of 1, really. But I like that we get to see Altair right at the end, and the story between these two is now done. It felt a little bit rushed, I'll be honest. It kind of felt like, I think Ezio took Altair's place in the vault, or the library, and now Desmond knows what he needs to do with the apple, whatever that may be. I think we see him again. I can't remember when he dies. I think it's Assassin's Creed 3, which I have played before, so I should know. This game was decent. I'm not going to sit and complain about it. Some of the synchronization optional objectives were absolute BS, but that's what you get on a game like this. I know Assassin's Creed 3 has got some way worse ones. Yeah, this whole deal with the Animus Island and those missions with the blocks and placing the blocks, terrible. They were absolutely terrible. And then the DLC might have been the worst DLC I've ever played in my entire life. It was god awful. It was boring. I know it's like a little bit of lore on Subject 16 and whatnot, but I don't care for it, and I don't think anyone really does. It would only make sense if they carried on with the idea of the Animus into future games, but the fact that I'm 99% sure it finishes in Assassin's Creed 3 and they kill off Desmond. So once Desmond's gone, I'm pretty sure the games go downhill after that. So I played Assassin's Creed Shadows earlier in this year. Yeah, there was no mention of an animus really. You were just kind of playing the story, which is fair enough. This was another platinum trophy to add to the list. I've just come off Ghost of Yotai, and coming to this game, it felt horrible. I've got some decent games coming up next. I've got some games that some of you might not have even heard of, but I know are going to be great. I've got The Last of Us coming soon. I've got some big hitters coming. I am still working my way through Assassin's Creed. I think I might take a little break from Assassin's Creed as I played them quite a lot recently. There are rumors of an Assassin's Creed Black Flag remaster, and you know I'm going to be on that ASAP. So I need to get 3 and Liberations done. They're the next on the list. I am going to go through all of the games. So yeah, it's going to be tough, but we will get there. All right. 15 minutes later, the credits are finally done. Let's check our stats. Did we get it done in under 24 hours? I got Brotherhood done in that time. This game, 17 hours, 34 minutes, and 11 seconds to achieve the Platinum Trophy. That was the point of the video. I want to play more games like this that are over the 24-hour mark and seeing if I can get it done under. Let's go. I'll see you guys in the next video. We got some amazing games lined up, some you might never have heard of. Let's go. I'm just loving making these, getting these platinum trophies. Let's get it.